The giant Gila monster. Despite the spread of civilization, there are still many undiscovered secret places on the earth. In these places there still exist creatures as yet unknown to modern science. A few of these creatures may still pose a threat to innocent mankind. One of these creatures is the giant Gila monster. A group of young people were gathering together. Their friends Barry and Sharon were late. Where could they be? Maybe they had gone for a long drive and had forgotten the time. Nobody worried about them too much. The next day, however, Barry and Sharon had still not shown up. Barry's father went to the police station. He was worried about what might have happened. He wondered why his son had not even telephoned him. Sergeant Thompson was given the job of trying to find the young couple. At first he was not too worried, as he thought that the young people would show up soon. However, as time went on, Sergeant Thompson became more and more worried. Sergeant Thompson went to speak to Martin, who was a close friend of the missing couple. Martin was a very popular young man, and if anybody knew what was going on, he would. However, Martin did not know anything. He said that he would ask some of his friends if they knew anything. However, he was not very confident. Meanwhile, on a remote road, a man was out walking his dog. Something made the dog scared, and he ran away. The man was angry. He didn't know that the dog was really afraid of the monster. The man didn't know until it was too late. Later, Martin found the dog walking on his own. The dog had a collar, so he must have had an owner. However, Martin couldn't see the owner anywhere. That night, a man was driving home after going out for a drink. The man had been drinking too much, so he was driving very dangerously. When the man saw the monster, he swerved his car and crashed. The man escaped from the monster, but who would believe him? People think he was just drunk. Maybe in the morning, even he wouldn't remember what had really happened. The next day, Sergeant Thompson asked the young people to help him search for the missing couple, Barry and Sharon. The young people were happy to help in finding their friends. While they were searching, Martin found the remains of Barry and Sharon's car. However, Barry and Sharon were nowhere to be seen. What had happened to them? Where had they gone? Meanwhile, the monster was becoming more and more bold. Nothing had even come close to stopping him. So the more damage he did, the more he wanted to do. The next thing he did was crush a truck. After that, he destroyed a train bridge, which caused a train to crash. The monster seemed to be becoming unstoppable. Then, finally, the monster went one step too far. The monster attacked the youth centre. This made everybody very angry. While the police went to ask the army for help, the youths decided to act for themselves. It had taken a long time to persuade the local council to build them a youth centre, and who knew when they would get another one? Martin had a plan. He knew a friend that had some spare nitroglycerine in the shed. He went to see his friend to see if he could borrow some. Then Martin drove his car to where the monster was. He poured the nitroglycerine into a couple of empty milk bottles, which were tied onto the front of the car. He drove his car at the monster. At the last minute, he jumped out of his car to safety. The car crashed into the monster. The nitroglycerine exploded and the monster died. Sergeant Thompson arrived to tell them that the army was coming to sort out the problem. The young people laughed and said that they had solved the problem themselves. Martin said that most problems could be solved with nitroglycerine and a fast car. Everybody laughed and went home happy. The giant Gila monster.